What would a world where weed is legal look like? Have you ever pondered on this? As we navigate through 2024, the topic of weed legalization is more pertinent than ever. The potential societal impact is vast, sparking fierce debates and controversies. From public health to economic outlooks, from regulatory challenges to shifting societal norms, the conversation is as diverse as it is complex. This is not a simple black and white matter. It's a spectrum of gray, full of complexities. Legalizing weed isn't as straightforward as it seems. It comes with its fair share of challenges and concerns. There's the public health perspective to consider first. While some argue that weed is less harmful than other substances like alcohol or tobacco, others worry about the potential for increased substance abuse or the long-term health implications of regular use. Then, there's the regulatory side of things. How do you control the production, distribution, and sale of a substance that was once illegal? How do you ensure that it doesn't fall into the hands of minors? How do you tax it? These are all significant hurdles. Finally, we must consider societal perceptions. Despite growing acceptance, there's still a stigma attached to weed use. Would legalization normalize it, or would it simply reinforce existing prejudices? As you can see, the path to legalization is fraught with obstacles. Opinions on weed legalization vary widely, from staunch proponents to vehement opponents. On one end of the spectrum, advocates argue that legalization could help dismantle the black market, ensuring safer consumption through regulated products. They also cite potential economic benefits, such as job creation and tax revenues. On the flip side, critics express concerns about public health, pointing to potential increases in addiction rates and impaired driving incidents. They worry about the societal impact, especially on younger generations, and question whether the economic benefits truly outweigh these risks. In the middle, some propose a more nuanced approach, suggesting that we could learn from the experiences of places where weed has already been legalized. They advocate for careful regulation and comprehensive education about its use and effects. Each side of the debate brings its own compelling arguments to the table. It's clear that this isn't a black and white issue, and our conversation on weed legalization must recognize its multifaceted nature. But what does the data say about the potential consequences of legalizing weed? It's a question that demands attention, as the numbers often tell a story that words cannot fully capture. Let's take a moment to delve into some important figures and studies. Recent research shows a potential economic windfall from legalizing weed. In states where it's already legal, tax revenues have skyrocketed. This additional income can be used to fund education, infrastructure, and other public services. On the flip side, there are concerns over public health. Some studies indicate an increase in instances of impaired driving in areas where weed is legal. This raises critical questions about public safety and law enforcement capabilities. Additionally, there's the social aspect to consider. Legalization could potentially reduce racial disparities in drug-related arrests, a significant issue that has long plagued our justice system. This statistic underscores the potential impact and far-reaching consequences of such a decision. As we've seen, the issue of weed legalization is complex and multifaceted. From public health risks to regulatory challenges, societal perceptions to potential economic implications, we've examined the diverse perspectives that color this ongoing debate. Whether for or against, it's clear that this topic demands careful consideration and thoughtful dialogue. It's not merely about the legality of a plant, but about the ripple effects that decision can have on our society as a whole. So where do you stand on this issue? The conversation doesn't end here. It's just getting started. We invite you to share your thoughts on this critical issue in the comments below. Dive deeper into social issues with our other videos. Your voice matters. Make it heard. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.